The fighting in this area has depleted the number of American tanks. Our scouts have identified a weak point in their lines. A forceful attack by a tank company should be able to smash through their defenses and allow follow-up forces to advance into their rear area. Hello there, and welcome to another episode of GHPC, where we are once again taking a look at the new command mode, which is quite awesome. In the comments to the previous video, somebody suggested that I can clear the waypoint path for unit by right-clicking on it. Yes, this works. This is so much better. Okay, I can delete all the waypoints at once and we can make our own. Nice. So, what's today's mission even? OBSCENE Odyssey. Situation. Enemy forces have been badly reduced. We have found a weak point in their lines that you will exploit. We expect a light screen of enemy forces being supported by a small reaction force of tanks and helicopters. Enemies. Tanks, APCs, infantry, helicopters and possible close air support. Friendlies. 3 BMP2s, of which I seem to be in control of one. 9 T-64Bs and multiple flights of MiG-23s with bombs on call. The mission: you are to advance and destroy the remaining enemy forces. We'll do that. So, looking at our area of advance here, we have waypoint 1 on this ridgeline here. We have waypoint 2 in the low ground beyond the ridgeline next to a little town. And then the main objective beyond that. And looking at the terrain, it seems to me there's a hill in front of us, so we can't see waypoint 1 from where we are now. And then when we are at waypoint 1, then we can see the town and waypoint 2. So this is basically one barrier across our advance. And then the town, with this ridgeline running from it, is a second barrier. And the main objective seems to be on a fork of this ridgeline, also overlooking the town. Okay. Okay, how do I play this? The briefing spoke of a light screen in front of us. So we should be able to punch through, right? We'll simply go for this hill in front of us. Let me just modify this. Platoon formation. Line. And then we are gonna go and attack to here. The same thing for you guys. Platoon formation will be line. Then we are going for this area, and you guys, I'm gonna send you on a bit of a flanking maneuver, I think. Yes. You will go here, but you'll stay in a wedge formation. If you go here, you are going through this area, I imagine. I could have them flank around for our attack on waypoint 2 and the main objective. That's actually... let me try something. I'll bring them here and here. Because here's the thing, once we... This area here will be dangerous, waypoint 1. Because there will be enemies beyond, obviously. Probably on this ridgeline here. And in the town. Or maybe in the low ground in between. So what I want to do is I want to occupy this ridgeline with as many tanks as possible at the same time. Let's try to organize that. So you guys, I want you to... First of all, you are going to change your formation. You will sweep left. You are gonna stand by here for a go code alpha. Once you receive go code alpha, I want you to drive up there, deploy smoke grenades. You will then wait 15 seconds and then you are driving over. Like so. Yes. Yes, that's what we'll do. Okay, down here I will have you guys increase your spacing. You will go here and then you will stand by like this. And this will be your alpha position. From there you are gonna go here. You are then going to deploy your smoke. You will wait for 15 seconds for the smoke to build. Then you are driving up on the ridge. And you guys come over here. Same thing, basically. This will be alpha. Then once you receive alpha, you are going to drive up here. You are going to deploy smoke. You are going to wait 15 seconds and then you are going to drive up here. And just start shooting anything beyond this ridge line. Positions are forward so that everybody will definitely get line of sight to this area. Nice. Okay. That's alpha. Then we have to move through the low ground and onto the next ridge line. And I'm gonna use these guys as a flanking force. So they are gonna drive down here upon receiving go code Bravo. And in fact, when they do that, they will once again deploy smoke. And they are gonna wait. 5 seconds should be enough in that case. Just wait a little bit for some smoke to build. And then go down here. And once you are down there, you are going to change your formation to a wedge. You are going to turn this way and flank. And you are actually gonna hold there for, will they? Yes, yeah, okay. These guys, I want these ones to actually move first. Meanwhile, I want these two to stay up here and provide overwatch. So they are gonna receive a different go code. Charlie. So they're gonna move when they receive that go code, and then both are going to move to the foot of the hill. So you are gonna move across here, and you will do that by deploying smoke, adding that modifier, and then you are driving down here. And you will change your formation to a sweep left so that you can better guard against anything in the village. And here is one more thing. I want these guys to provide overwatch against anything in the village while these guys are moving across. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this here, and I'm going to link the nodes. Oh, come on. So when these guys arrive at this node, that's when these guys will be free to move. And at this point they will have cover from these guys. No need to deploy smoke, just go for it. You will just go for it. And I want you to decrease your spacing again, because it's gonna get a little bit crowded here. I want you to move down here. And you will move across the hill here. While these guys are gonna go here. This is shaping up like something. Go code, the final go code Delta. Final go codes. Actually, let's not do it on that. Let's put another node here. Go codes Delta. And you guys. Did I change your spacing earlier? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Just the ones in the middle. Did I change their spacing? Yes. Okay. So this will be your go code Delta. And once we hit Delta, these guys are gonna drive up there. Just drive up onto the hill and blast anything beyond. The flanking force go through here. I want you to hold for half a minute. then start moving here and get line of sight to this low ground beyond this area. This works for me. I think this might work. This looks like a plan that could work. What will my BMPs do? I'm gonna... At the start I will probably move through here and make sure that there's no infantry hiding in these trees. And then I might try to maybe come over here where this road is and try to scout the next ridge line before we give the signal for Alpha. That might be a good idea. Yes, okay. Let's try this. Let's go ahead. Everybody's starting to move. Okay, they have to get themselves into formations first. That takes a moment. They're gonna soon start to move. I'm already gonna go ahead. Yeah, now we'll see a nice tank advance across this open field. And by the way, I'm in a BMP2 and quite like this vehicle because of its quite awesome 30mm autocannon, which is very fast firing and fun to use. Mainly because it is fast firing. Hey, let's increase the range on this thing, and I see something. Yeah. Oh. Jumped up. Suppress that position. Keep moving. Tanks are engaging. Not sure what they're engaging, but let's continue to move across. As I said, I'll make sure that there's no infantry hiding in these woods. And if there are, they're just gonna be suppressed. Seem to have enemy infantry. Enemy vehicle. Damn nice. Okay, call artillery on these guys. The BMPs are awesome. Just moving through here, shooting up anything in our path. Artillery is starting to land. And we are now gonna... Seems to be more infantry on the road here. We're now gonna swing right. Go down there to scout. Let me cross in front of you real quick. It's nice how mobile the BMP2 is. Really a nice vehicle. Really very nice. Where's my other BMP? Ah, there it comes back there. Oh, let me get out of the way. Am I faster? I think I'm slightly faster. But it's also impressive how fast these tanks are. The T-64s with the turbines. It's really impressive actually. Okay, Okay, my BMPs know what platoon movement. Halt. I'm gonna go on my own here. And I'll try to scout a little bit before we begin the advance. Oh, here's the road, okay. I don't necessarily want to follow the road, because maybe somebody's watching that, so let me see if I can spot anything through the forest here. Let's be a little bit sneaky. As much as you can be with a BMP. It's not the sneakiest of vehicles. So I'm not gonna go very far with it, I'm just gonna take a look. See if I can spot anything that is dangerous. So far that's a no. On the other hand, if I do spot something that is dangerous, how are the chances that that something spots me in return? The chances are actually not bad for them to spot me in return. We fought M113s. I actually don't know what kind of enemy tank we are facing. Do they have thermals? Because if they do have thermals, then I might as well not be in this forest. Let's reverse out. Let's maybe try to peek the ridge instead. So that maybe just the top of our turret here with the ATGM launcher is visible. Maybe from up here. Let's give it a try. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing. It's making me nervous. There is some earth, a little mound of earth there, but there doesn't seem to be anything on it. Maybe they were preparing defensive positions. Should I try to peek another spot? Let's try to peek a spot further down the line. So far I haven't spotted anything, that's interesting. Are there no enemies here? Let's try to maybe peek this piece of the ridge. Oh, there's the village. Do I see anything? I don't. I'm not sending tanks into that town. That's a lot of buildings, with maybe infantry hiding somewhere in them. I'm not sending anybody into that. No, thank you. Whoa, I see you. There. There was an enemy tank. Let me get into a good position. Let's see if we can take that thing out with our ATGMs. find the right position here. Damn it. The BMP, and well, any tracked vehicle, can be a bit unwieldy at times. Where was it? Where was it? It's behind the tree, or the bush here, isn't it? Yes, it is. And I can't depress enough the launcher. No. I have a target, I just can't fight it. And I also do see enemy infantry, so we can already start putting some artillery down onto them. Because why not? Might as well start to give them a headache here while I try to get into a position from where I might be able to shoot this ATGM. Let me try in between these trees. Don't knock down the trees. There you are. There's the artillery. Target. There you are. Got you now. Okay. I should try to hit the side of his turret. He's turning it this way and that way. Let's launch. Launching a bit high, and then I'll guide the missile down. Pretty much directly onto the turret as it is turning. Yes! He's not defeated. He launched smoke. Is he? No, the turret's still moving. Okay. One more missile. Another hit. And this time we have a fire. One tank down. Excellent. I might see another one there. Yes. I do. Let's see if I can hit another one. Right there. See you. He's not able to see me. Everything that's visible from me is just my ATGM launcher. Okay. Gonna launch. ATGM away. Hit the back of the turret. Awesome. Another tank down. The back of the turret is where you can hurt them. Don't see any more right now. The enemy is 2 tanks down. There's one. And see you. Nice. Let's launch. Guiding the missile down onto the tank. And impact. And fire. This ATGM is awesome. I don't see if there are any more. Oh, that one detonated. Nice. There's something there, but I think that's just an M113. I see the 50 cal on top. Maybe this was it. Let's start our general attack now. We drive down the hill. I have one more ATGM. I'm gonna keep that in reserve. And now, what I want to do is, I've called artillery onto that place. Let's call in jets. One here, to take out anything that might be remaining there. BMPs. Follow. We are going this way. Maybe my BMPs are best suited to try to protect against anything out of the village. So we are gonna go that way. And as soon as I see the jet stream in, I will give the order to attack. I think I hear them. Don't I? No. I thought so. There they are, okay. Let me call smoke onto this ridgeline just to break up enemy line of sight as much as possible. And tanks, start the engagement. They are now gonna launch smoke grenades. Platoon formation line. Platoon formation spacing 75. Spread out. The planes just holy shit! What killed you? You weren't even over the ridge yet. Were you? Is there enemy infantry here? There might be enemy infantry. Well, if there's enemy infantry, then I better take them out. Now, what are you doing? Get into position up there. Tanks are shooting at something. No idea at what though. Helicopter! There's an enemy helicopter. That's a dangerous foe. I hit it. I hit it. He's going down. Is he? Yes. He blew up. What else is there? Okay, looks like we have taken the ridgeline. Let's call B. Flanking force, move out. These guys are still engaging something. These ones are up on line. What are you engaging, I wonder? Enemy infantry, okay, let's drop artillery on them. Let's make them have a bad day. Flanking formation is about to move out. We lost one tank so far. And I did not find who did it. There might be infantry here. Somebody is launching an ATGM at something? At what though? What did you launch an ATGM at? Don't see anything. This was a foxhole. Maybe these guys targeted their tank with a shoulder-launched rocket. no movement in the town. Few burning wrecks on the other ridge line. There's a tank. Looks disabled. Okay, these guys are making it across. Let's call Charlie right now. Let's start the movement. And I'm gonna go and protect their flank as they're moving across. Let's make that our job. Don't know if there's anything in here. Let's follow the tanks. Let's make sure there's nothing in that village that can be dangerous to them. Enemy tank! Enemy tank visible. I didn't fire. I fire. Let's fire. He's still alive. ATGMs are going out. He's dead. Yeah, he's on fire. Good. And now everybody's moving down the hill. Right? Now these guys are still up there. They should follow now. I have to keep an eye on the village, on the town. Reduce the range. So far so good. Nothing shooting at us. Did the enemy have 2 helicopters? Because I see 2 giant columns of smoke and fire. They must have had 2 helicopters that were shot down. One by me. Which is very nice. And everybody's now driving down to get into position for the final part of the assault. So far so good. That's an enemy jet. Shots are ringing out from there. That's not friendly. Oh crap. He's coming in to bomb. Waved off. No, drop the bombs. He may have killed a tank, or it was killed somewhere else. I'm not sure. Is everybody down on Delta? These tanks are just arriving. Did the tank die over there? I don't think it did. So one must have died up there. And it looked like we have enemy tanks up here, so let's call jets to get rid of them. I'll call one jet. We'll wait for a little bit and then I'll call the other. And that should make sure that we are destroying the enemies. And as the jets are screaming in, as the second jet is screaming in, I'm gonna give the order to attack. I hear them already. Did I see those shots over there? I think so. First jet. And there comes the second one somewhere. Yeah, there's the second one. Okay. The first one is turning in. Picked up some targets. He dropped bombs. Oh, yes. Second one is coming in. Move. All tanks move. Oh, this is a rocket salvo. Nice. Very nice. I'll wait for the tanks to advance first. Whatever is over there, I don't want to advance into the teeth of it. I also don't have any more ATGMs on this vehicle. Okay, let's go. Tanks should be going over now. From close range, this 30mm cannon can rip up enemy tanks. It should be able to do that. What do we see? I still have more artillery that I can call. I just need targets. Tanks are moving up. We have targets. Enemy tanks. Call the artillery onto them. You begin and advance. Begin and advance. Directly towards them. Let's go. I'll wait for them. Platoon. You have broken the enemy's defenses. Our follow-on forces will break into the enemy rear area. I think they might be running. Well, in that case... There's the artillery landing. Did I call these guys into the artillery? Yeah, don't go into the artillery. Go there. More shots are ringing out from the flanking force, which is over there. Something is still under fire. He must be dead already. There, they must be dead. I think we got it. Not sure if anybody's sitting in these holes, but it's always better to put a few shells into them before suddenly somebody... Yeah, that's why. Enemy infantry running away. We are ripping them to shreds literally here. Poor guys. They have no chance. They are really being ripped apart. So there really must have been infantry hiding inside the town. Oh, pink mist. Yeah. That hurt. That's hurting a lot. How many are there? They must have been hiding out in the town and now they're trying to run away, but it's too late now. Oof. That's mean. Okay, I have 2 more shots. Yeah, that was enough. Oh, that just hurt from watching. A little bit of machine gun fire. And the whole story's over. Oh wow. Yeah, they must have been hiding in the town and now they tried to retreat, but it was too late. We won. At great cost to the enemy, I think. So let's go ahead and take a look at the results. NATO personnel lost 43, packed forces 5, equipment lost NATO 14, packed forces 2, shots fired NATO 5, packed forces 679. That of course includes all the machine gun and cannon fire, etc. Well, at least the NATO forces hit every single one of their shots. Okay. Yeah, I'll only show the hits, because otherwise it's getting a lot. Not just the player-involved stuff, we will exclude small caliber, but not fire support. Let's take a look. So first engagement, we came up there and we spotted enemy vehicles on this first ridge. And I started to engage and actually shot off the head of this poor commander. Of this poor 50 cal gunner. Okay. Another shot. From over there. Yeah, just a salvo. And here the gunner is killed too. Another BMP engages and just tears into this vehicle, and then we have artillery shells coming down, hitting this one. And next to it again. What do we have? Oh, okay, this is the ATGMs engaging. So yeah, I spot the tank through the ATGM and I fire, and the rocket flies almost 2 kilometers, spirals, 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 spirals. I guide it down towards the tank, and then I hit just the top of the turret and I do not penetrate. Stopped by turret roof. I fire again, and the second missile also spirals in. Spirals in, spirals in, spirals in, and this one is a real good hit. Hits the side of the turret, just destroys the turret crew. And also hits ammunition, doesn't it? I believe it does. Let's see, do I see anything regarding ammunition? Hit propellant casing, penetrated propellant casing. Yeah, this thing catches on fire. Nice hit. The ATGMs are nice. I spot another tank at this point and I fire an ATGM. 1800 meters, almost. Missile spirals in and hits the rear of the turret straight into the ammo rack. And that's this tank on fire. And then a third tank is spotted. I engage again. Missile spirals in, spirals in, spirals in. And once again, oh, another ammo rack, nice. I did aim for the side of the turret, but I hit the rear actually right into the ammo rack from the side. No chance for this tank. And then, yeah, this is the tank that suddenly blew up, and I was right. It was entrenched infantry in this hole. They fired a shoulder-launched M72 Law, fired it straight into the side of this tank. Basically hit the perfect spot, hit the the ammunition carousel, and just blew up the tank. What do we have here? This is a bomb being dropped. Yeah, I did call in the jets. They're coming in to bomb the enemy tanks. And one bomb actually hits right next to the rear of the turret of this one. That's brutal. But then we are also taking some shots. Oh yeah, the enemy helicopters. This helicopter comes in and fires a tow missile. 1770 meters. Tow missile just comes in, flies straight in and hits this T-64 on the turret roof. And this tank is extremely lucky that the helicopter didn't aim just a little bit lower. Otherwise this tank would have been dead. But as it is, it's stopped by the turret. And now everybody's shooting back at the helicopters. This T-64 actually lands a hit with an armor-piercing dart. Shoots this thing basically straight through the engine. Wow, and the propeller and everything. The rotor. So this helicopter surely goes down. Somebody... Is that the same helicopter that gets hit or a different one? Trees... This is a different one. Another helicopter receives a nasty hit from a T-64 with a high explosive shell. Right onto the gunner's cockpit. This should have obliterated the helicopter. I do hit a helicopter here. But which one is this? Is this the one that got obliterated just now, or is it another one? This one is next to a field. No, this is the first one that already got hit by the T-64 in the engine. But I hit it in the tail. I hit it in the engine once more. And another good hit by me. And another good hit. That was a good salvo. And that helicopter goes down, I believe, after that. Then the tanks are driving up on the ridge and they are spotting enemy vehicles on the other side of this little valley. And we are starting the shooting here. This tank receives a hit to the rear. And I figure that there might be infantry in this hole, but they're already dead. Maybe somebody else shot them. I shoot. I shoot at everything. I just lay into everything here to make sure that these guys are dead. And we have artillery coming down from the heavens, hitting enemy infantry that we spotted on the other side. And well, that's as much of a direct hit as you can get. Jeez. Poor guys. Yeah, I continue to make sure that these holes are empty. And then... looks like my tanks on the ridge are spotting another dug-in enemy tank and they are starting to engage him. This round doesn't do so well. Hits just a machine gun. This round is better. Tank fires, 1350 meters. Hits the side of the turret and this just goes through. The gunner's controls are done. Gun breach too. And, oh yeah, we spot this tank and we shoot an AT-GEM at it. My final AT-GEM. It flies out, spirals in, and that is a good hit into the side of the turret. Just finishing off this thing. And my other BMP also fires an AT-GEM. This one is even better, I think. He guides it in. A little bit up and down, and it just hits the side of the turret. Yeah, this thing is just demolished by these hits. But then... oh, okay. One of my tanks is receiving fire. Looks like the enemy is receiving reinforcements. A platoon of tanks. This one shoots and hits this T-64 but does not penetrate. Stopped by the turret armor. This shot, however, is better. 1300 meters. Hits the side of the tank, and yeah, that takes out some ammunition, I believe. The gunner is killed. Yes, this tank is done. But now more jets are coming in with bombs. This is just before we launch the final attack. The jets are dropping bombs. Bomb lands right in front of this tank. Probably messes it up. And then there was a jet firing rockets. Oh yeah, okay. We have rockets impacting on this tank. Nothing serious. The engine was hit, okay. And now The tanks executing a flanking maneuver. They are spotting something. They're trying to engage. Oh, that's an interesting shot. He fires. Shoots through the back of the turret here. The round continues on. Hits this tank, but doesn't have enough energy to penetrate, really. More artillery is raining down on the already defeated tanks. And yeah, looks like one of the enemy tanks is trying to run away, and he gets spotted by the tanks that are flanking. No, it's just the tanks that are attacking straight on. They spot him, shot into the side, and that's it for this tank. He's not surviving this. This tank is being shot at by me. Oh, this is just me making sure they are dead. Let's see if these rounds had any effect. Not really. Not really. No. The angle was really bad here. Yeah, the angle was just very bad. I shoot at another tank. Here the angle is better. But even so, I did not penetrate. And then looks like I suspect some infantry in these holes, and I start to shoot into them. Well, I think at this point we are just starting to shoot at the enemy infantry, and we are hitting the disabled tanks here and there. Oof. Oof, that's a nasty hit. The round passed through him, and then the delayed fuse activated once it had already passed through him and detonated a shell. That's nasty. Yeah, just more hits into the disabled tank. Oh my god. Yeah, delayed fuse is really nasty. Hitting the disabled tanks a bunch. But also... oof. I guess it didn't hurt. But yeah, just ripping these guys apart now. And that's that. Those were the shots fired in this mission. And what a fun mission it was, honestly. I really enjoy having the opportunity, or this feature that I can go ahead and plan out a mission. That really reminds me of some very nice and old games, like for example something like Rainbow Six. Do you remember the old Rainbow Six? Not Vegas, not Siege, not whatever came before Vegas. I think there was one more before Vegas, but that one before that, where it was really tactical and you could go ahead and just plan out the whole mission, plan out every single movement and such before the mission even started. That was an awesome game. But I don't think it aged very well. So no, I don't think I'm gonna play that, because I don't think that aged very well. I remember that you didn't even have iron sights for your guns, if I remembered correctly. I might be wrong. It has been some years. But yeah, this was this mission. Very fun. What's gonna be going on next week? Well, next week you might see something different. I'll just say that the recording for Wings Over Flanders Fields is going well. The first episode is in the editing stage. And what I want to release before I release the first episode is a video where I explain what Wings Over Flanders Fields is, my rules and settings for the campaign, and basically what I envision for the campaign. Just a little overview. That I still have to record. If I get that done, then that will be up next Saturday, and a week after that might see the first episode. So you can look forward to that. Let me know in the comments if you do. Let me know in the comments what you think of today's mission, and what you think of this amazing command feature. I really do like it. And those of you who have played the old Rainbow Six, let me know. That was an amazing game. Okay, until next time, have some really great days, and goodbye. Oh, do you know what else was really amazing? Hidden and Dangerous. Damn, we had some really good games back then.